Hey, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to Too Much Tech. And in today's video we're going to be reviewing the glorious Fire mouse pad. This is going to be part of their Elements mouse pad series. We've already taken a look at the Ice mouse pad. The link to that review will be in the description below. And I'm not going to review the Air mouse pad because I'm not putting a piece of plastic on my desk for it to peel up my desk. It already messed up Bad Tech's desk, and I'm not gonna run to IKEA and grab another one, so I'm good. I'll pass on this one. But today, like I said, we're gonna be taking a closer look at the Fire mouse pad and seeing if this coated cloth pad is worth checking out. So this mouse pad is $35 plus shipping. Depending on where you live, that shipping might land you around $50-ish like it did me. But this mouse pad is pretty decent. It's not the best mouse pad that I've tried, but I will say that it is relatively controlled and pretty easy to use. So this mouse pad, Glorious, does say on their website that it does have laminate coating, so that means that over time it will probably wear down and inevitably slow down as well. I know a lot of people have made the comparison to the Fanatic Dash, and I personally haven't tried it, so this is going to be my first experience with this specific mouse pad. In terms of the other hybrid cloth pads that I've tried the Gigabyte Aorus Amp 500, and then I've also tried the Odin the Odin Infinity that I also have on my desk. Review on that mouse pad coming very soon. In terms of the surface, this is a hybrid mouse pad, so it feels like a cloth mixed with a plastic hard pad. On Glorious's website, they do say that the X and Y axis is uniform, and I'm not too sure about that one. I definitely feel like the Y-axis is a bit faster than the X-axis, and I'm not going to say that it messes me up in game because I'm still able to hit my shots pretty consistently, but I will say that it's just not correct. I don't feel like the X and Y axis is uniform at all. The X is definitely a little bit slower than it is on the Y. This mouse pad does use a premium soft core, as Glorious calls it, and it is relatively squishy as well, so if you like to press into your mouse pad and use that for additional stopping power, you will have an easy time doing so because you do have a little bit more cushion than you do with a 3mm thick mouse pad, with this one being 4mm. One thing that I did notice about this mouse pad though is that the texture on it is very smooth, and it's a little bit smoother than it is on the Odin Infinity mouse pad. Now, in terms of the crease resistance of this mouse pad, I'm not really gonna test that because I've already seen what happens, so I'm just gonna make the recommendation that since they ship this mouse pad flat, I highly recommend that you don't test out the crease resistance, okay? Don't fold your mouse pad, just don't do it. Don't ruin it. The nail in the coffin for me for the Fire mouse pad is gonna be the size. So this mouse pad is about $5 more expensive than the Odin Infinity mouse pad, and the Odin mouse pad is a solid inch taller than the mouse pad and about another 1.5 to 1.75 inches wider than this mouse pad as well. Now, the Infinity is a little bit of a faster surface as well, but we'll talk about that in that review specifically. But what definitely did affect me in gameplay is that I found myself horizontally more often than not overshooting and not having enough space on my mouse pad, which is not necessarily that great, especially being as this mouse pad is pretty expensive and it makes you feel like you have to either increase your DPI or, do more controlled swipes instead of just doing, long sweeping swipes like you typically would with an XL mouse pad or a desk mat. So if anything, I feel like Glorious, you should re-release your Element series in about 6 months after your current run of production runs out and increase the size of all the Elements mouse pads. I think they could be bigger, okay? That's the biggest thing, make them bigger. In terms of long-term durability, I'm considering re-reviewing the Ice mouse pad in January and putting a lot more hours into it. Just currently, I'm testing a lot of things I don't necessarily have the time. But in January, if you're interested in me checking out the Ice mouse pad again in terms of the long-term durability, perhaps maybe the Fire as well, we'll take a look at that in consideration. But being as this one is a cloth mouse pad with a coated surface, I would probably expect this to start wearing down around the 4 to 6 month period of time, especially if you game on average between 25 to 30 hours a week is when I would expect this coating to start to wear off and possibly affect your gameplay. But otherwise, initial impressions and after about a week and a half of use of the Fire mouse pad, I actually really like it. It's not a bad mouse pad, but I do wish that it was bigger. That's my biggest gripe, and that's really the only thing that I'll say, because with it being more expensive than the Infinity, if this mouse pad was bigger, I could still give it a chance. If you guys have any questions about the Elements mouse pad being the Ice and the Fire, feel free to drop them in the comment section below, and I'll try my best to help you guys out and answer them. Also, feel free to join the Discord channel as well, as that has been doing incredibly well and a super fun place to hang out and talk about tech, games, random stuff all the time. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.